Welcome to part 3 of our free Power BI Filter Pane UX/UI design mini-series. In this video, we're going to build these 3 UX/UI design filter panes inside of Power BI together from scratch. Let's jump in. To follow along with me here, check out the description of this video to download this exact sample report that has all of the fields that we'll be adding here. And also included in that download is my free Power BI UX/UI Filter Pane guide that contains all of the tips that we discussed in part 1 and part 2 of this mini-series. And once you've downloaded your report and you have it open, go to page 1 right here. Open up data and then calendar. We're going to drag in the year on filters on this page, change it to basic setting. Next, we're going to drag in month year right under that. Next, we're going to drag in the date field. Go ahead and switch that to advanced filtering, change it to is on or after, and then on the bottom one, change it to is on or before. And we do this so the user can choose a date range within this date filter easily. Now go ahead and open up the product dimension table. Drag in category, product name, and UPC. Now if we look at the UPC field here, let's click on it. We can see here at the top left, it's in number format. Now we could change the data type right here to text, or we can create a calculated column. Now let's say you're unable to change the data type. We're going to right click on product and click new column. We're going to name the column product UPC text, and we're going to type out this measure here. So this will format the UPC into a 12-digit text format. Now let's drag that new one in and remove the old one. Next, we're going to open up region. We're going to drag in region and then country short right below that. Let's adjust some of these names so they're more friendly. We're going to change category to product category. We're going to double click in product UPC and remove the words text with the parentheses. Double click in country, remove the word short. Now for this filter pane, we're going to add some visual anchors. And I already have a measure here. So when you open up your data set, go to the measure called Saved Visual Anchors, and we're going to copy the first one. You're going to paste it by double-clicking in the field name year, and pasting it on the left side of the word year. I'm going to copy this one from here and just paste it underneath. Then I'm going to do the same for the date field right here. Next, we're going to grab the item one, and this one will be for our 3 product fields. We have product category. I'm going to copy that one from there. Product name, space, then product UPC, space. And now we'll do our last one. We have region, copy that, double click in region, leave the globe only, make sure you have your space. We're going to copy that one and go down to country and we'll copy that. Next thing we want to do is adjust the width so we can see all of these names. I'm going to slightly left click and hold and drag to the left. Now it's time to style the filter pane to match our brand. We're going to close data and go to visualizations. Format your report page, open up filter pane. We're going to adjust the font to 14 and we'll leave it as Sago UI. For the color, we're going to go with straight black. And if you want to see what this affects, you can just simply change the color temporarily and see exactly what that is changing. Next, we'll open up input and you want to make sure this is on white. We're going to open up the header, and I'm going to bump it up 1 point. We'll open up the search box, and we're going to increase that by 1 point as well. So that made the filter search box a little bigger when a user starts typing in filter to find. We're going to leave border on and open it. And for the border color, I'm going to go with CCC. Let's open up background, and we're going to change the background color the hex code of F7, F5, F5. And you can see what that affected here, right? So if I click on red, I can see what that's doing. Go back to our soft gray. And notice how that little change made this filter pane look a lot better because these filters and search are popping out a little bit more from the background. We have contrast. And note the reset to default. So if you ever need to revert to the default, just click that button. Now let's open up filter cards. I'm going to leave the font as Sago UI and I'm going to leave the font size as 9. For the color, I'm going to change it to the hex code of 333333, which is just a softer black. Let's open up input. And if you want to see what that does, it affects the filter type and search boxes within the filters. I'm going to change the color to this very soft white. And you can see if you look closely, it provides a very subtle difference in contrast. Let's open up border, leave it on, and we're going to change it to the same color as our outside. So CCC, CCC. Next, we're going to open up background, and we're going to leave that white. And if you want to see what that affects, just click a random color just to see, and we'll go back to white. All right, next thing we're going to do is under apply settings to state, we're going to change this to applied. So these settings will affect the filter look once something is filtered. We'll just filter to that right now so we can see what it looks like. For the text and icons, I'm going to go with jet black. We'll leave the font as a 9. Let's open up input. I'm going to leave this white. For the border, I'm going to change this to match our theme. So we're going to go with the hex code of 79B0AB. Now let's scroll down and open up background. We're going to change this to the hex code of EFFAF9. All right, and now we're all done with this filter pane. We can see here that it's very quick and simple to design a filter pane. And these little adjustments make all the difference. All right, now let's design filter pane number 2. We're going to start by right-clicking and duplicating page 1, and we're going to name it page 2. Next, we're going to remove the date field. Then we're going to remove product name and product UPC. Next, we're going to go into that measure, and we're going to swap out these emojis that are in these filter names to these ones right here. And you don't have to use these. You can simply press, obviously, the number 1, 2 if you want. But these are special emojis that make the number a little bolder. So I'm going to copy that, click in here, delete it, and just work my way down. All right, once you're done with that, we're going to go into Format Your Report Page, Filter Pane. And under Background, we're going to change the background back to white. Now we're going to go to Filter Cards, change it to Default. For the input color, we're going to change that to white. Then open up Background. We're going to change the background color to the hex code of FBFBFB. Let's switch the state to Applied. Open up Border. And we're going to change the border to F99843. Next, we'll go into Background. And we're going to change the background color to FFF2E7. Let's check this out. All right, looks good. One thing I want to do though is I want the search also to match this color. So let's go back in and under Filter Pane and Input, we're going to change that color to FBFBFB. All right, so now we're looking really good here. And you can see the difference, right? We just switched it where the background is white and then the actual search and filters are this subtle gray. So again, we still have that contrast, just reversed it. And in this example, we have sequence where we're trying to push our users to follow this sequence of filters starting from the top and working their way down. And we also just showed an example of a different color for the applied. All right, let's do our last one here. So let's go back to page 1 and duplicate it. And we'll just rename this one page 3. So first, let's get rid of these emojis. I'm just going to double click on each one and delete them. Next, we'll open up Filter Pane, and we're going to change the text color to the hex code of E6, E6, E6. Let's open up Input and change that color to 333, 333. Let's open up Border, change that color to 666, 666. Let's open up Background, and we're going to change that color to the hex code of 1A, 1A, 1A. Now let's scroll down and open up Filter Cards. Change the state to default. For text and icons color, we're going to go with CCC, CCC. We're going to open up Input, and we'll change this to jet black. For the border, we're going to go with 666, 666. Let's open up Background. And we'll change that to 333, 333. Now go ahead and switch from default to applied. Now for the applied, I'm just going to leave it as is because it already provides that strong contrast between the defaults, which are these dark colors, and the applied. All right, and we are all done with our 3 filter panes. Now, if you enjoyed this free Filter Pane 3-part mini-series, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification button. And also be sure to check out the links in the description of this video to my Power BI courses and toolkit, all designed to take your Power BI skills to the next level fast.